your friendly nurse and health coach, and I'm coming to you today on sports drinks, beginning at Gatorade. Gatorade have been around a long time, and it's called the sports drink, and it replenishes and refuels your body. When you get dehydrated, it replenishes those fuels of potassiums and sodium, calcium, vitamins, all those things that have left your body out of your perspiration, out of your energy. Gatorade replaces a lot of it. And one thing it replaces your sodium. Your sodium is very vital for your body fluids. Replacing your body fluids, you need the sodium. And it keeps the balance of the fluid in your body to have sodium. So that's one thing that Gatorade have got, is sodium. You got calcium in Gatorade also. We know calcium builds your bones, your teeth, builds up your body. And most of our calcium is stored in our bones. Very vital for our body to have all these to keep our body infused, hydrated, with some energy. And calcium is also alkalated. I mean, it's a good state to be in, alkaline. You don't want to be acidic, you want to be alkaline. So it keeps that body in an alkaline state, that calcium. Most people get real tired when they don't work out or play sports, and they need some more energy. And that energy coming from replenishing your fuels, your minerals that you leave in your body, and replacing some of that water that live in your body. Now there is nothing that's gonna quench your thirst more than water when you have got thirsty. But that Gatorade helps replace the minerals that you lost. And you also got dextrose, which is a substitute for like sugar that is put in the Gatorade to help you refuse, rehydrate, more energy. Dextrose is like a substitute for sugar. And we got to have more of that. It's artificial sweeteners, really. That's what it is. You got chloride. Chloride is another one. You can find chloride in water, yes. But chloride is another thing that's in Gatorade also. It's a type of salt that got some of those minerals in it that we need to refuse and rehydrate ourselves back up. Those cells got to be refused and rehydrated back up with more minerals after we done put it out through perspiration, sweat, went to the bathroom, or urinating. We got to replace those fluids. Remember, fluid is a high part of our body that our cells need. We got to have fluid to keep the cells going. You can do without food for a while, but you cannot do without the fluids in your body, or you will dehydrate. And that's why Gatorade is so important when you have dehydrated, to replace those minerals and fluids that you have missed. Magnesium is another one. And magnesium, good for your heart, your bones, your whole body entirely. I tell everybody I take magnesium before I go to bed at night. Help me to rest. It's good for your brain function. They help you be more alert. So magnesium is in the Gatorade. These things we have to have on a daily basis. But Gatorade is only to take when you are working out on an overtired, overthirst yourself, or dehydrate yourself. It's not to just keep drinking. So magnesium is very vital. For the cramps, a lot of people get muscle cramps. You get a lot of muscle cramps, guess what? You're losing some potassium. And potassium is great for your heart and your whole body overall. So you're depleting your body of that potassium, and that's why you got the cramps in your legs, and you losing a lot of more minerals causing the cramps. The cramps are caused because, hey, saying, wait, I can't operate. I don't have enough minerals to help keep this bone build up and these joints build up these joints are sticking together. They're not lubricated with the minerals that was in there before. And then your back of your leg, those we call charley horses, start to cramp up. That's when you know, I'm down in potassium. I need some more potassium. You can get some oral potassium, but you got also potassium in Gatorade. It's called monopotassium in Gatorade. It's called a quickening. They say monopotassium quicken your body and quicken that energy back that you just lost. It's like added potassium in it. Usually potassium like 3.5 something like that, but it's added potassium in your Gatorade. Is to keep the oil in your skin from floating up from the surface of your skin, and you can see a bunch of oil on your skin at times, and sometimes you may not see all the oils on the surface of your skin. But when you got dehydrated, those oils will try to come to the surface of the skin. The monopotassium in that Gatorade help you a whole lot from letting those fluids and then substances float from your skin surface to your outer surface of your skin. You can also got something called glycerin ester rosin, and this keeps the oil from floating to the surface of your skin also. And it's also stabilized the natural flavors that's in Gatorade, because you got different types of Gatorade, and they put that fruit flavor, which is natural, in the Gatorade. Very awesome, very excellent, and it stabilized everything when they put that glycerin ester rosin in Gatorade. That's got in Gatorade. Gatorade also got citric acid in it, which is served as a preservative. It gives that like sour flavor to a Gatorade, but it preserves the Gatorade and everything that they put, all these minerals that they put in the Gatorade. It's preserving the Gatorade itself to stay and not get bad on you. In other words, it go bad. But so that citric acid helps sustain and the Gatorade. So it's very important to have that citric acid in your Gatorade. So we're going to go to some pros and cons of Gatorade. All right, some pros of Gatorade itself, just plain Gatorade. You got electrolytes that we just called out just a while ago. You got the calcium, the iron, some zinc in it, sodium in it, and some Gatorades have sugar in it. And the best Gatorade is said to be Cool Blue Gatorade. Cool Blue Gatorade is that Gatorade that's got some fruit in it too. And then you got a Glacier cherry flavor Gatorade, which is supposed to be a natural Gatorade with no artificial dye or anything in it. That Glacier cherry Gatorade. These are the pros of the Gatorade. Get those kind with the fruit, or that say Glacier cherry Gatorade, a cool blue. It's supposed to be the best Gatorade that don't have a lot of artificial dye and stuff in it. So those are the kind that you want to help hydrate you and refuse your body and give you that energy through those minerals in it that you need to, keep sustaining yourself as you working out sports, or you gotta do a whole lot of moving around. Keep those, and the one called berry good Gatorade, berry good Gatorade. It's got a lot of berries in it. Some of them got like berries in it. And the berries we know are very healthy for your heart, your brain, your cells, and all your body. So you need those kind of Gatorade with the berries, that berries in it. Also, another pro of Gatorade is it have no fat. And they don't have no protein either. Some people can't take protein unless it's like a natural thing. So Gatorade don't have no fat, no protein. Also, Gatorade will keep you from passing out. It keeps you from passing out because it's keeping you hydrated with these minerals that you need to help the body keep healthy, and the cells in the body keep healthy. The bone to keep healthy, the teeth to keep healthy, the brain to keep healthy, keep functioning the way it's supposed to be functioning. So, and it keeps you hydrated up. Keep you at that level where you won't get dizzy and fall out and faint. So those are some pros of Gatorade. Now we're going to go to some cons of the Gatorade. If you get too much of Gatorade, you can over-electrolyte yourself. Too many electrolytes. Too many electrolytes will have you. Sometimes get diarrhea. You get dizzy and drowsy all the time. You wonder what's going on. You can't stay focused. It'll mess with your brain. You get too much Gatorade because you get too many minerals, and especially potassium that's in it. High potassium is very dangerous for your heart and your whole body. Potassium itself, a normal potassium, is good for your body. When you get the body all set and those everything else, your cells off that, mess with your hormones, then you got a real problem with your body function normally again. And there's also a Gatorade they got now called Zero Gatorade. Well, if it's Zero Gatorade, that means they didn't put any sugar supposedly in it. And that's one thing about Gatorade. It's got a lot of sugar and sodium in it. So you have to watch how much Gatorade you consume in a day, because it's got over the amount of sugar and salt is recommended. And the salt, you're supposed to get 1,500, 2,500 a day. Sometimes you get way more of that in Gatorade if you keep consuming it and drinking it. And the over the amount of potassium that you need. And then you got some cardiac arrhythmias going on in your body. There's a lot of people having a lot of chest pain, cardiac problems that's playing sports now. Makes you wonder how much Gatorade are they really consuming during the practice and during the actual sports. Because you can overdo it and cause some heart problem. That if you got a murmur and it's been there for a while, you can start that murmur to be activated and then cause some problems in your heart. Murmur is an abnormal beat of your heart, and some people are born with murmurs and not aware of it, and some people are aware of it. And then later on, as they grow older, 20s, 30s, and 40s, and get on up, the murmur begin to affect their bodies. I know people that got pacemakers right now. A lady got a pacemaker, and before she got the pacemaker, she kept being sluggish in her body and just got slower and slower and moving slower. And she was going to the doctor, but they wasn't really recognizing that her heart rate was dropping. And then one day she couldn't go no more when she got to the doctor's office. And she said, I want to see a real doctor. She was seeing licensed practitioners and nurses, and she said, I want to see my real doctor. There's something wrong. I can't hardly go no more. I don't have no energy hardly. And then the doctor come out and checked her and all, and find out her heart rate been 40, and it's been 40 for a few weeks or so. And nothing was done about it. And she thought she was about to have a heart attack. So they called the ambulance. Took her to the hospital, and one hospital said you about to have a heart attack. And then they switched her to another hospital, and the hospital said no, you hadn't had a heart attack. If you kept on going like that, you would have, but you need a pacemaker. And then the first thing the doctor started asking her, did you know you had a murmur in your heart, abnormality in your heart, and abnormal beat in your heart? She said, yeah, I've been had that for a while. So you got to watch your potassium in your Gatorade. Don't get over the amount of Gatorade that you need. You don't need about, it's according to what sports you in and how much energy you're using. But the Gatorade can limit up to 2 cups. Don't those plastic ballers that a lot of Gatorade in now, the plastic off the ballers is toxic to your body too. Gotta remember that. It used to be in glass ballers, and now they put them more in plastic ballers. So that's producing more chemicals in those Gatorades than it should have been. So you got the zero Gatorade, they putting different sugar substitutes, which produces more chemicals, toxic chemicals in your body. And they're bad for your heart. And one of them is blue one. Very, 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 it messes with your nerve cells in your body. Nerve cells, oh my God. You don't nothing to interfere with your nerve cells, because your nerves all go all over your body, and they got to act on your cells and your blood vessels and your other parts of your organs in your body. So you want the nerve cell to be just right. But that blue one that they putting in, that especially that zero Gatorade now, to make it color, different colors. It's not naturally color like the fruits that you put in Gatorade. But it's the blue one dye that dyeing it. When you start dyeing it, you got other chemicals being mixed there. So it's going to mess with your nerve cells, and you may end up having a stroke. It mess with your brain. And blue one also will affect the unborn fetus if you're pregnant. So if you're pregnant, don't be drinking that blue dyed Gatorade, because it's going to affect your child in you, and your child may come out with a nerve problems. You got a lot of children born with mental problems, mental conditions, and don't know what happened. We also got a chemical called 6 yellow 5 and yellow 6. Got yellow 5 and yellow 6, and both of them they mess with your DNA in your body. Somebody said, "Well, my DNA is off. Something wrong." Your DNA, and you've been drinking a lot of this zero Gatorade because you didn't want the sugar, so you got the zero Gatorade. Just thinking that, well, I don't have the Gatorade, I got all that sugar in it. I'm a diabetic, and I don't want to be a diabetic. My mother and father was a diabetic. But you are not thinking about the dye that they have used in that Gatorade. So yellow 5, yellow 6 can damage your blood cells. And you don't want no damage to your blood cells. Anything can damage your blood cells. You can turn out to cancer. And your DNA can damage your DNA. If you're pregnant, it's going to damage your child's DNA. Whatever's happening to you when you're pregnant, it's going to affect that child that you're pregnant with. I saw a little baby, and everybody said, the baby always happy, always smiling, always hollering. So that child, that mother was always happy when that mother was pregnant with that baby. So whatever you doing when you pregnant with that baby, it's going to affect that baby's life. This is a lifetime thing when you get a child. It ain't just on having a baby and that's it. That's a lifetime thing. Another chemical that's in this Gatorade, especially the Zero Gatorade, is a benzide. B-E-N-Z-I-D, B-E-C-I-D-E-I-N-E. Benzidine, B-E-N-Z-I-D-I-N-E. Benzidine, oh my God. It's like putting human animal waste, a human, uh, 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 human's waste in your Gatorade. Somebody said, what? It's like putting human waste or animal waste in your Gatorade. And guess what they're going to call? It's called carcinogen, which is a cancer causing agent chemical in your Gatorade. So, all these colors and dyes going in your Gatorade, they cause other problems in your body, and you're not even aware of them. You wonder what's happening to you later on. You start wondering what happened to me. And Red 40, we know, is one of the deadly dyes that they put in your food and in this Gatorade. Okay, and Red 40 will give you that allergic reaction, asthma, difficult breathing. A lot of people all of a sudden getting a lot of allergies and wondering why I'm getting all these allergies. It also have you with a bowel condition, irritable bowel syndrome. You start having diarrhea a lot. You're like, wow, what's going on? Too much of potassium, too much of all these chemicals in your body will cause some serious problems in your body. So Gatorade have its pros and Gatorade have its cons, but it got more cons than pros because people are over indulging in the Gatorade, especially Zero Gatorade. So stay tuned. We are coming with more on sports drinks. We love you. We want you to have overall good, long, healthy life. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to like your video. We love you.